When I was retained by the Cascio family, the first thing I did was have each of the 5 siblings give me sworn testimony on video. I ended up with 10 hours of testimony detailing the horrific abuse they suffered at the hands of Michael Jackson. At the invitation of Marty Singer, the lawyer for the estate, I showed him an hour of that video, and his response was, "This will never see the light of day. We're going to resolve this. Make me an offer." I made an offer, and instead of him honoring his word, he took that and went public and accused me of extortion as a defense to addressing the actual crimes that were committed.
Are you planning to make any of these videos or these recordings public?
Well, I think I would rather use these videos, if necessary, with either the arbitrator or the court, depending on where this case proceeds.
Understood. Are you planning to submit it to the court anytime soon?
No time soon. Probably in connection with an actual hearing whenever it happens.
Understood. And the Cascio family, they signed an agreement in 2020. When were these recordings taken?
2024.
2024. Understood.
By the way, the recordings were taken in 2024 after a lawyer for the estate said that they should go back to the estate and address what they got and what they should have gotten back in 2020.
Are you able to unpack at all what is said in these videos? I understand it must be very sensitive, but is there any way you could shed some light on just some of the revealing details that they claim in these videos?
Well, if I reveal what's in the videos, I'll be a defendant in the next lawsuit filed by the estate. That's why I'm going to reveal them at the proper time with either court or arbitrator permission.
Okay. You said that you gave over 1 hour of this footage to the Michael Jackson estate. Do you plan on giving any more?
I'll show it to them whenever they want to see it. I didn't give it to them, I showed it to them.
Yeah, understood. Clearly one of the Cascio brothers today was very emotional in court. Why do you think that was?
These kids are all damaged. One of the children in particular is severely damaged over what happened to him. And it's only compounded by these ridiculous court proceedings where the estate publicly claims that he's lying. He's not lying.
Well, why not handle this in arbitration? Why is it so, why handle this publicly rather than in arbitration?
We haven't filed anything publicly. We just want any litigation to be public with a judge, not some arbitrator making a decision in the darkness of a conference room. This is public. I mean, the estate has gone public making scurrilous allegations about extortion and claims that the family made up these stories. I mean, they have a public image too that they would like to correct.
Well, the estate is claiming that the Cascio family is asking for over $200 million. Why that amount in particular?
It's reported that the estate paid Jordy Chandler $25 million for one instance of molestation 20 plus years ago. Just do the math and you can see what, in today's dollars, the damages to 5 children for years of molestation would be worth.
Understood. Well, the Cascio family, Frank Cascio, was a devout defender
100%.
Of Michael Jackson.
Absolutely.
And clearly, we've done a total 180 here. How do you think we've gotten to that point?
Years of therapy, years of, curative efforts to try to address what this has done to their lives. I mean, they, like much of the world, drank the Michael Jackson Kool-Aid.
Understood. What do you plan on doing moving forward?
Well, I'm not the attorney of record. That's Mark Garagos. You can ask him what he plans on doing.
The wonderful thing about being a lawyer is that you can, and a lawyer for this estate, is that you can get up in a courtroom and you can call people liars who you paid a large amount of money to when they had no lawyers, and then afterwards you can make all kinds of accusations, and because you're standing inside of the courtroom you get privilege because of that. So it's one of the wonderful things about the law, that you can defame or somebody in a courtroom, but there's no consequence for that.
Totally. Okay, and then everyone else seemed pretty stone-faced, kind of unemotional. How do you feel?
Everybody else was listening to their lawyers tell them no emotion in court.
Okay.
It's very difficult to hold that in when somebody's up there falsely calling you a liar.
Yeah. Okay. Amazing. And how do you feel about the case being?
Whether it's a judge or an arbitrator, the facts are the facts, and the facts are that the estate has been covering up this kinds of stuff for years. They covered it up when I represented him 20 years ago. They covered it up. They hid it away. I mean, this is all about the estate trying to keep making money. If I were the beneficiaries of the estate, in a weird way, they should be appalled at what's happening to the estate, which they're supposedly the beneficiaries of. I'll leave it at that.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Sure.
for your time.
I know for the public, can you tell us like really anything, like what's really going on between Michael and, between Frank, for people at home that kind of don't know what's happening?
What's happening?
Yeah, yes.
The estate decided they were going to smear the family and make a bunch of false accusations. That's why we're here.
I know. Why did you guys, why is it that the estate's saying that you guys are demanding over like $200 million? Why that amount?
I don't know why they say it, but everything that comes out of their mouth tends to be a lie, so I don't know.